And welcome back to Hannity. So the midterm elections are just 36 days away. Republicans have a pretty good chance of picking up some seats in the House and Senate if they are able to clearly explain their vision. Here to talk about that and more is the author of The Way Forward, Wisconsin Congressman Paul Ryan. Sir, good to see you. How are you?
Good to see you, man.
Appreciate you being here. I can't figure this race out. There was a poll out today by Gallup that showed that half the country wants more government, half the country wants limited government. We're pretty evenly split.
Well, I think we owe it to the country to show how we would do things differently, how we would apply our limited government principles to the problems of the day to show that they're better solutions than the kind of government we've got. Most Americans, by a large plurality, believe that the country's on the wrong track. That means their minds are open to a different way forward, which is precisely why I wrote this book, what we as conservatives need to offer people. The way I say it is Mitt Romney and I had a challenge in 2012 because we were debating against big government in theory. It was Obama's rhetoric, but his results, meaning he delayed putting his programs in place until 2013, 2014. Well, now we got big government in practice. Now we see what an embarrassment Obamacare is. Now we see that these things aren't anything like the promise that they made, which gives us an opportunity not just to say, I told you so, but to say how we would do things differently.
Here's my only criticism, and it's not of you because I like the ideas. I read your book very closely. I don't agree with all of them, but it's a vision, and it's a conservative vision. I really can't think of much I disagreed with, but why isn't the party adopting 5, 6, 10, 8-point plans and saying, we're going to do this, 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 and this?
You know,
I don't see that.
Our problem is we've done too much of that.
You think so?
Yeah, we passed 381 bills out of the House sitting over in the Senate.
Do you think most people have it? I can't even name 10 of them.
Exactly. So
off the top of my head.
I think I would have preferred your plan, which is just do a small number and just hit it over and over and over and over again.
Right.
Instead, what we did was we overperformed in many ways, which is we've passed dozens of bills on energy, on jobs, balancing the budget, paying off the debt, going toward patient-centered health care.
I know you've passed bills. Some of your spending bills I like, some more than others. I like really balancing the budget in a short period of time.
That's what the House budget does.
Okay, understood. I don't think if the Republicans were united in that message, I think I would feel better at your odds of winning. Right now, I can't say with any certainty that you take the Senate.
Well, I feel good about it. I think you can't take anything for granted. I think we have a good shot. You can't take anything for granted. And so we as candidates need to tell people who we are, what we would do differently, and what specific policies we would support. That's why I wrote this book. And I do agree with you, Sean. Come 2016, we as conservatives, as Republicans, need to give the country a very clear choice so that we can have a mandate election, just like we had in 1980, to fix this country's problems before they get out of our control.
On so many issues, from Russia to radical Islam, Syria. By the way, Joe Biden said, I think it was in your debate, that, oh, Mitt Romney's going to invade Syria. Yeah. Well, Obama did. Yeah. You guys were right. You really would like to see Mitt get back in.
I think he was a guy ready for the time. He has the character, he has the integrity, he has the foresight and the temperament to be a fantastic president. So yeah, of course I would. I wouldn't have joined his ticket if I didn't think he would make an outstanding president.
Why could a guy like Scott Walker, and he's got what, his third race in 4 years? I feel sorry for. I think he's done a great job. Why can't Wisconsin go red?
Traditionally, we haven't gone red in a presidential election since 1984. It is a state that typically has more Democrats than Republicans, particularly in presidential election years. In off-year elections, which is right now, and this is why I believe Scott Walker will be reelected, it's after he's being just hit a torrential downpour of negative ads. 3 elections in 4 years.
That's rough.
I still think Scott's going to get through this because, you know what? He did what he said he was going to do, and the reforms worked, and the people in Wisconsin know that. But the challenge in Wisconsin is, just like many other Rust Belt states, is we tend to go blue in presidential elections. I think we can turn that trend. Look, I have a district that was a Les Aspin seat for 22 years. My district,
yours is a blue district.
My district was a blue district. Now it's sort of purple and in between. Yeah. But I've been winning it very well. You know why? Because I tell people exactly what I believe and exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do in 2016. That's a 2015 decision. Right now, I want to fix what's broken.
Would you really consider it?
Yeah, I would.
You will. Okay. Paul Ryan, good to see you.
Thanks, Sean.
Thanks for being with us.